Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be watching character versus battles. Now you might be familiar with these because they're like the shorts. You might see them on like your YouTube shorts or your Instagram reels or like TikToks or something, where they have like one character on the top, one character on the bottom, and the versus thing in the middle, and it's playing that one song. It's like in most of them, and they compare them on certain attributes, and then at the end they tally them up, and then whoever wins wins. But you'll see what I'm talking about. I thought today we'd look at some Breaking Bad ones because those are like the only ones I can find. Alright, so the first one we got for today is Walter White versus Morbius. So off bat, I'm thinking Morbius, and spoilers for this entire video because I'm going to be talking about like the characters in Breaking Bad and the stories and stuff like that, and probably Morbius too. But Morbius is a vampire, and Walter White is a meth cook. So I think Walter White wins. Strength. Yeah, Morbius is gonna take that one for sure. Yeah, I agree. Battle IQ, and now some of you might be thinking Morbius wins this one, but no. You know how many times Heisenberg, Walter White, whatever, has been under fire? How much combat he's seen? There's in the first season, he actually creates like this phosphorus bomb and like kills these like two dudes, or not kills them, he kills one, and then the other one survives. But he pretty much takes out two dudes who was trying to like, mess up his little operation he had going on. So, as far as I'm concerned, Walter White has all the battle IQ. Also, yeah, okay, so in Morbius, right, his whole vampire thing revolves around like, it's that first movie. He becomes a vampire in that movie, right? So it's not like he's got any sequels. There will be like the 50 sequels afterwards, but you guys don't know about that. Morbius versus Morpheus, Morbius 2050, It's Morbin Time, all the sequels. But yeah, I would definitely say from that standpoint, Walter White like takes the cake for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Walter White wins this entire thing. You might be thinking weapons skill. Morbius is a vampire, and we've all seen vampires. We know what they can do, but this guy is almost like middle-aged, right? Or he is like middle-aged, right? And he's like creating phosphorus bombs. He created that other bomb with Tuco, right? So that should go into skill and weapons. He's like, it's just the IQ part is really what sets him apart. Because as far as like Morbius, all his fighting is just like kind of punching and clawing and stuff, really. So like, I think phosphorus bomb beats fist. You know what I mean? I agree with that. Next one up is Holly White versus Gus Fring. Now you may be thinking, it's a baby versus a grown man. Well, you might be surprised by, first of all, the attributes that they're judged and compared on, as well as like the overall outcome. Because I'm sure Holly White has some secrets that we just may not know of. But present, like what are we looking at just off rip? I'm going Holly White for sure. That's a given. I told you there might be some things we weren't considering here, and I guess one of those things is that Holly White is a meth kingpin. Now, you might be asking, how could that be possible? Let me tell you. Breaking Bad, right? That's where Holly was in. When did we ever see her doing anything? Never. I'll answer the question for you. Never. We just saw her being a baby. So what weren't we seeing when the camera wasn't on her? She was obviously starting a drug operation, making connections, getting her supplies in order, all that kind of stuff, but we just never got to see it. So of course it makes sense, meth kingpin. Especially in like an area where she lives like this, where you got like Gus, the Salamancas, Tuco. He's not a Salamanca, is he? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think he is. But you got this whole drug operation. Of course, she would also be getting into it, right? And you may be saying, isn't Gus also a kingpin? Compared to Holly White's operation, he's barely even a speck. He's just another one of the dudes. It's like, I keep thinking about it, right? And it just keeps making more and more sense. So, as a baby, you wouldn't suspect her of being, what? A meth kingpin? No, that's ridiculous. Who would? And that's like the 500 IQ play. Gus is an adult. And not all adults are meth kingpins, I know, but still. Holly White's a baby, so she wouldn't even be suspected. She wouldn't even be on the spectrum of suspect. She'd be so far out, like the last person you think of, right? So like, she's got like that. She's got an alibi for sure, and she's just got the total "you wouldn't suspect me" kind of factor to this, right? So. Is money what, like physically made up of money, or like I'm overthinking it. Think about like Stewie Griffin, think about him. You know what he was able to do? You know how many weapons he has as an arsenal? Did I say that right? How many weapons he has in his arsenal? Don't you think Holly White could also have that same arsenal? I don't even think Gus had a gun. I mean, sure, he like killed a dude with a knife, but like, as far as I'm concerned, on the threat level, Holly White could also do that. She could also kill somebody with a knife. Next up, we have Walter White versus a fly. And again, you may be thinking, Walter White, obviously. But do you remember G-Force with the hamsters? Remember their little fly companion? Now you're thinking. Now you understand the wavelengths needed to comprehend this type of strategical battle in the right way. Ooh, hard one right there. Durability? I'll give him the speed and agility for sure. For sure. That doesn't even need to be explained. But durability? If he gets swatted, I think he's just down. Hey. All I can do is put in my input, I would give this one a tie. Just because Walter White can cook meth doesn't mean the fly can't. You know what I mean? Let's not assume one because of the other, I think is the right way to put that. So Fly takes it over at the end. That can fly one really hurt Walter, for sure. That was pretty much the losing point right there. If Walter could just grow some wings, start flapping them, maybe some feathers, I really think he would have had a chance. But unfortunately, today's battle was a battle of, kind of like quickness, agility, speed, and stuff like that. So, and of course the Fly excels in those kinds of areas. So, but the Fly did get that durability point, which considering the outcome would really have turned the tides of the battle. But unfortunately, Fly gets it. All right, next up we have Tuco Salamanca versus Kaylee Ermintrout. All right. I think Kaylee wins here, and let me tell you why. She is a little girl, right? I feel like she has that unsuspecting side to her, like Holly White, Like you wouldn't really expect her to do that. There was that episode, I forget, oh crap, I forget, there was this episode from the show that I watched, I can't remember the show, but basically, this dude was like walking around like this neighborhood. I think he was like, it would have to do with like drugs. I think he was like for someone to sell drugs to or something. And some kid rolls up on a bike and he's like, hey, what's up, right? And then the kid pulls out a gun and shoots the guy. And I feel like that's the kind of situation we could come up to here. Kaylee, if she were to just walk up to Tuco, right? Nobody's expecting a thing. But if it's an adult giving you like a look, right? He's walking up, you're thinking problems about to start. With Kaylee, you probably don't think that. So, now let's see here. Life on easy mode. Kaylee's point. Durability. I'll give that to Kaylee. Tie at least. De-aging disorder. See, I didn't know about this one, which means she can... Wait, is that an actual thing? I found out nothing. Okay. Basically, I guess de-aging would just be you look younger, like a Benjamin's Button kind of thing. So, yeah. IQ though, I'm giving that to Kaylee. I feel like Tuco's he's too impulsive, he doesn't think enough, so I'm giving that to Kaylee for sure. Again, and you see how they end up, right? You see Kaylee's still alive, Tuco is dead. So like, who really is going to win? The dead guy? No. Ooh, psychopath. See, that one, that's a good one. I wasn't expecting that one. But of course, that's the last one. Winner's obviously, Kaylee on top. So that's, I agree with that for the most part. I feel like his impulsivity, Tuco's impulsivity, and Kaylee's like you wouldn't expect me kind of thing. Same as Holly, would definitely get her the W. Last one of the day, we are looking at Saul Goodman versus Jimmy McGill. Let's see what's up. IQ. McGill had some good moments, but I'm definitely giving this one a Saul. Charisma. Again, McGill had his moments, but it's just got to be Saul. Dead brother. Ah, crap, my alarm. Shut up. Gotta get my pizza out of the oven. Alright, where were we? Dead brother. Yes, dead brother. Now, spoilers, again. Chuck died when Jimmy was Jimmy McGill, not when he was Saul Goodman. So, I'm giving that to McGill. Fair enough. Kim Weck. Oh, you bet. You bet. Yeah. If I don't even gotta explain that. Just amount of connection Saul Goodman has versus Jimmy McGill. Different. Ooh, yeah. I actually watched that episode not too long ago, and it was a little nasty to watch because I didn't like getting so close to his face with the camera. So yeah, but that episode by itself, or those like two episodes, like prove his durability. my god, dude! I love that like little clip because sometimes it just gets like I'm in a couple Discord servers and sometimes it'll just get like dropped in the middle of like a thread for like no reason. It's just kind of, it just gives me a good chuckle. But Saul Goodman comes out on top. All right, fellas, we're gonna end it there today. I enjoyed that. I thought that was fun. Let me know if you guys, thought one character should have won or another down in the comments below. If you want to see any more of these, a lot of where I got these from was from Sakiuo. Don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the channel. Check it out. And yeah, that'll be it for today, and I'll see you next time.
I know what the screenshots say, okay? I'm aware of that. I'm looking right at them, okay?